But being on the TikTok streets, a lot of videos that just come literally, you're scrolling through, lay right in your lap. We've been having this conversation about Afro-Latinos. That's one of the big topics that's going on right now. And I'm glad it's finally happening because we do need to address those issues and topics that's going on. And you have a, Latina here. She's addressing, her community because she was addressing about how they are anti-black toward Afro-Latinos, even hate the word. But let's go ahead and roll it.
The same Latinos from my community that have a problem with the word Afro-Latino are the same ones that love to go to Afro-Latino TikToks and remind them in their comment sections how black they are and how Latino they are not. It's the same motherfucking type of Latino, the same ones. It's also the same Latino that doesn't like the words Latina or Latinx. So I've come to the conclusion that Latinos in my community who have a problem with inclusive language are just a bunch of racist bigots. That's it. And homophobic. Period. I would say do better, but you don't know how to do better. But you go ahead and keep showing that anti-blackness, and I'm going to make sure I drag you all up and down this.
I've stated in many videos, in the past, and I will state it again. Anyone who is an ally on an individual level, I will rock with and ally with them. And if she is calling out the anti-blackness within her community, and we definitely see it, we have seen it, for a long time, but it's something that a lot of us as black people have not really started addressing, or even Afro-Latinos themselves are now starting to come out and address this, them being, not even regarded, in Latin America, not even being called, oh, you're not really a Latino, you're black. Like, well, what is a so-called Latino? One minute they say Latino is everybody, and the next minute they want to say just mestizo or white-looking Latinos are only Latino. No, Latino come in many different colors, cultures, etc. Just like being an American. It's not only one type of American. You have white, black, Asian, Hispanic, Arab. You have all kind of Americans, right? But this being called out, and it's good, like I said, we're seeing this happening over and over and over with people within that community, because there are some people that say, hey, we have more things in common than against each other. So we need to, as we can, try to work together on solving some issues and problems. And I'd say I work with anybody, on an individual level that's trying to do that. I don't care who you are, contrary to popular to belief, because some people believe that just because we advocate and we speak from the perspective of our individual community, which our, voices need to be heard just as much as anybody else's, because black people throughout the world, definitely have an opinion on the way we see things, because we deal with things a lot, differently. So with this situation here, we're seeing constantly come about Afro-Latinos, some of them are here already. Some of them are feeling great about, speaking up on these topics. I say keep speaking up about it. Those who are, mestizo, or those who are actually white, Latinos or Latinas, speak up on these issues. That's the only way you will actually bring that mess to an end, because there are people, definitely in your community, they want to identify as white, even though they could be mestizo, and they're not white whatsoever. You got to call them out as well, because I always say if they strongly identify as white and they're not white people, then you let me know what side you're on. And usually that side is with anti-black racism. But y'all, let me know in the comments y'all think about, what this lady is saying here. Like I said, I support what she's saying. Drag the hell out of them every chance you get. I support it.